Chairman Huizenga, Ranking Member Green, and members of the subcommittee. Thank you for your invitation to speak today. My name is Bill Schultz, and it is my honor as Vice President of Schultz Fruitridge Farms Incorporated to come before you today to speak about the SEC's Scope 3 emissions reporting requirements, which could negatively impact our multi-generational family business. I represent the third generation of my family to grow fruit in Southwest Michigan. I farm in partnership with my parents and my 3 siblings. We produce a wide variety of crops, including apples, peaches, grapes, and cherries. Growing fruits and vegetables on 300 acres for our customers and community is a very fulfilling experience, and I would consider it a privilege. I have the opportunity to interact with roughly 10,000 consumers annually. I spend my Saturday mornings at our local farmers market, engaging with our customers and educating them on the happenings out at the farm. We get involved with our local schools to get fresh apples into the lunch program. Further, every season, we make an effort to donate some of our farm's bounty to local food pantries. Meeting so many families and sharing the story of agriculture as they visit our farm market, and our restaurant each season is priceless. We are our community's farm in so many ways, and I fear that the SEC's rule could put our industry at risk. This rule would require extensive reporting by public companies on their Scope 3 emissions, which are the result of activities not owned or controlled by the company, but are in its supply chain. And I expect most family farms in America will be touched by this proposal because these farms' products end up in the value chains of public companies. Whether it's a grocery store, a fertilizer company, a packer, or any of the other public companies we do business with, the farms in their supply chain will be impacted by Scope 3. Our industry's focus is on growing the food, fuel, and fiber that this country needs, and being subjected to regulations intended for Wall Street does not advance that work. While large multinational companies have consultants or attorneys dedicated to handling SEC compliance, farms like ours do not. Complying with this rule would be significantly more difficult for our farm. The cost would be much higher. Our farm has no experience with the SEC, and we have a hard enough time competing in this current environment. This rule pushes towards more consolidation and gives our competitors one more advantage over family farms like ours. Investing in environmental stewardship is important to us because we want to take care of the land that we live on and pass our family farm on to the next generation. We have adopted conservation practices that include planting cover crops to build soil fertility. We've installed trickle irrigation systems to minimize water use, and we've planted living row middles in our orchards to reduce the need to mow. I am passionate about planting and have personally set thousands of bushes, trees, and vines with my own 2 hands. We plan and we plant for the future. For over 70 years, my family has persevered through all types of adversity, from weather extremes to challenging markets, from labor struggles to maintaining profitability. A life in agriculture is not for the faint of heart. Unfortunately, we now face a new and crushing regulation to this list of our challenges. On top of the resources needed to collect this information, growing an apple is not like making a widget. Farming presents variables that are rarely present in other businesses. An apple tree, for example, takes many years to start producing fruit that can be eaten. Weather events or plant pests and diseases create hurdles year to year that would deeply complicate the reporting process, and it is clear that the SEC did not account for these complexities and nuances of farms when writing this rule. So in conclusion, consumers are already facing high costs at the grocery store, and this rule will only worsen this problem. Small and medium-sized farms are the lifeblood of our industry and the pillars of our rural communities. Thank you for the opportunity to share my perspective today.